You just broke the news about an hour ago. You are back in the UFC. Let's get it, Cupcake.
Yes, I knew you were going to be so excited, and I was really excited that the news broke on Wednesday, although I was not expecting it today. I'm kind of blindsided like everybody else in the sense that it's like, oh, it's out. Okay, here we go. But yeah, I'm so excited. I really am. I mean, there is a fire that has been lit. My heart is completely full of passion. I feel like I'm totally reinvigorated, and when you know, and I just know. I've always been that person to lead with my heart and do what I feel like my calling is in life, and it's never steered me wrong. I've been just a person that can change direction very quickly and not be afraid to do it. I dive right in if I feel like it's right. And that's what I'm here to do. Like the sport, it's been calling for me. Like let's not lie about that, Ryan. I mean, I feel like it's been calling me, and now it's time to answer.
What is the plan here? What's the longevity? Is it title or bust? Is it sort of a tip of the cap to your career prior? I'm very curious as to what, the Reneau fight means for the future.
Right. Look, I'm looking at this in a 2-year perspective, and it's very difficult to, to really say, because you always think you'd like to have a plan for your life, and it never very rarely follows that. Like, that's why I'm just like, well, why do I even plan why do I plan anything? Because it just never really works out that way, but I've got, 6 fights on the contract. I've got 2 years that I know for sure I want to dedicate to this sport. But look, anything can happen off one fight. I'll be honest, I really don't know what exactly to expect. I don't know exactly, that's what's so exciting to me is like, I get to get in there and mix it up with Marion, and she's the one that I had to keep those goals on. But I can tell you for the next 2 years, like that's my plan, is to be heavily involved in the sport. Obviously I want to become a champion again. And I think, Amanda is just a phenomenal fighter, and she's the best. She's the greatest of all time. But I really believe that, finally, hopefully when that moment comes, which I know it will, like I know if I put my nose to the grindstone, and that's just to say, if my girl Juliana doesn't get it done first, she might go out there and be able to get, hopefully she gets that next opportunity. And I'd love for her to be able to attain gold too. But, speaking right now as the champion is Amanda, I'd love to run that one back. I would love to fight her again, because I know I have the style to beat her. And, I'm not at all gonna take anything away from her. She is she's a scary woman, and she hits like a man. And I know that. I know everything. I've been in there with her, and I've seen what she's done since then. But I know I have the style to beat her, and I know I have desire. I have plans, and I have goals, and I know I'm somebody when push comes to shove, I make shit happen. Towards the end of my career, there was just so much going on in my personal life that I just think it took away from everything, not just my fighting, but it took away from everything. And it really just diminished me as a person. And I was pretty broken, and I was in a really bad place. And I, was battling with depression and a toxic relationship that just went it was really hard. It was a really, really, really hard time in my life. And I was fighting for everything, and I just didn't have it to give in the cage anymore. And I thought, the only way to separate myself from the relationship that I had at the time and everything that I knew was to just step away from it all. And now I've regrouped, and I'm in such a good place. I am so genuinely happy. And this whole pandemic has really put things in perspective, what is important and what to be grateful for. I have a family. I have an amazing supportive partner. And I am back in America. I'm no longer in Singapore. I'm training at Extreme Couture, like an amazing team, is going to be bringing Francis Ngannou, we're all sending our love to him, as he goes in. But I don't know, Eric Nixon actually pointed out to me, I was the last person at Extreme to hold a world title. Now we're sending Francis in, and we're just, I know, it was pretty cool, right?
A little colliding of the juju and the worlds and the momentum, maybe a little bit of a coming full circle.
Aligning.
Interesting.
Stars are aligning
well,
again.